Hey friend, if you want to hear what happens after an interview with a guest, if you want to hear the kind of conversation that we have, if you want to listen in to the things we talk about, well, you can do that because partway through chatting after Matt and I had recorded that last podcast episode for you, he said to me, man, we should just hit record because we're saying some really good shit. And I was like, yeah, I know, right? So midway through this conversation, we're probably like 15 minutes into it, and we hit record. And we went on just to continue chatting, maybe another 20-ish minutes. And that is what you are going to listen to now, is our conversation post-recording the episode. Now, if you want to know who the heck Matt is and what the heck we talked about and why you're even here, I would probably recommend that you listen to the very first episode, which is number 133, where Matt came on to the Navigating Adult ADHD podcast, and he talked about how he uses ADHD as his edge. We talked about gamifying your life. We talked about the grief of diagnosis, the process of getting diagnosed, what it's like being a late diagnosed adult, how he works with his brain, so many amazing things. And then we took that conversation even deeper, as you will hear when we stopped recording and then hit record again. All right. So I really hope you enjoy this little bonus snippet of the behind the scenes conversation that Matt and I had. It's awesome.
And then now I feel like I can just talk completely freely without
Yeah.
having to think about it. And then I can go back and go, oh, fuck, man, that was a really good point. Like, where
Yeah.
did
What
that
did we
come
say?
from?
Let's get that transcribed.
Yeah, but we're going to say about 30,000 things here. I only remember the stuff we recorded. But
Yeah.
um, I was saying the other thing too, I've been looking at my exercise or training. It's actually just a practice. It's something that I practice. It's a part of my routine because it makes my life better.
Yeah. And I think
Every part
that's
of my
why I
life.
walk. I walk
Yeah,
a shit ton because it makes my life better,
exactly.
right? You can link it all back to the dopamine, to the chemicals in the brain, to the emotional regulation. You can link it back to all of that shit. But at the end of the day, like you said, it makes my life better
Yeah, it's a practice. It's like when
and
I eat,
easier,
my life
potentially.
is better. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I've had to force for a while, and why I'm using the word practice is because it's often associated with meditation. It's a meditation practice.
Yeah.
But I've linked that word practice. My practice makes my life better. And that's where the one-to-one thing is. So my one recovery is actually all my practice stuff. The way I eat, meditate, exercise, that's a practice to make when I'm at my best.
Mm.
So my
I,
off is also, yeah, just doing my hobbies, doing a bit of exercise that's gamified, the food I eat, that's all my recovery stuff.
I like the word practice as well because it implies that it's not about doing it perfectly. It's a practice. It's like we're still learning, right? Practice is like learning, evolving, growing.
I've been in this in I suppose the physical fitness, strength and conditioning world for more than 20 years now. I've been told actually by a marketing man to use the word 2 decades because it's got more gravitas. Yeah. But and with everyone from I've got a picture, a vivid picture in my mind. I was doing a bear crawl one day, and to the right of me was a 55-year-old. Sorry, to the left of me was a UFC heavyweight fighter who was fighting for the championship in 4 weeks' time, and to the right of me was a 55-year-old lawyer woman named Nola. So I've trained those people and everyone in between, and not one single time in any instance has anyone done anything perfectly letter of the law.
Yeah.
Not once.
Yeah.
And I had all the information to what it looked like.
Yeah.
It's about being perfectly imperfect, and it's a practice. And
Oh, can I share with you my TED Talk idea? Because you just hit it on the head.
we go for it.
It is imperfect is better than perfect.
Yeah, yeah, like that's
Because perfect is the fucking problem, right? Perfect is the problem. This idea that there's a right way to do it, that we need to hit the nail on the head every single time or tick a box every single day. That's the problem.
yeah, the expectation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Yeah, like why go into anything with an expectation?
Mm,
Because you could be putting a pressure on yourself to reach it, but also you could be drastically underestimating yourself. And when you get to that point that you expected, you didn't realize that you could have gone 2 steps forward and you had no idea. You could
mm,
have gone even further. So
Mm,
I'd rather just step into that situation and let's find out.
mm.
And that's why I think hopefully it's been that mentality lately that when it comes down to the last hole at simulator golf, like I'm free and I'm playing against someone who doesn't want to lose.
Yeah, they're tightly gripped
But
to it, eh? Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like, well, fuck, let's find out. What's the shot in front of me now? Stay present, go.
That reminds me of some books I've read. God, I think one of them you might have even heard of. I'm looking at my bookshelf. He was the coach. Was he the coach of Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or something? What's the name of the book? I can't remember. And he talks about, oh, maybe it wasn't that book. Fuck, I don't know. But anyway, somebody had talked about how when you release the grip on the need to win and instead make your mission, instead of your mission is winning, your mission is to enjoy it as much as you can, that's when everything changed. Like,
Yeah, love what you do and who you do it with. Like that's
yeah,
one of
because
the
then it
highest
doesn't
actions.
matter what it looks like, right? Because you're there for the love of it, for the joy of it.
Mm.
Mm.
And whether you win or lose, the other one I keep thinking about in golf, there's always another shot. There's always
Oh,
another
that's
game.
good. There's always another shot. Yeah, there's always another game.
You're like, yeah, okay, you
Yeah,
lost this one, but just go play the next one.
yeah,
Yeah, there's always another opportunity. Nothing's life or death until it's death. So
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I totally know,
Yeah.
and that's where I love people
Mm.
think with Kobe Bryant, for example, that it's all about winning. It's just like, no, he went there to find shit out. He's one of the most curious people on the
Mm.
planet, and he was at his best when he was in flow, and he's just being here in the moment, doing the next thing, and not
Mm.
letting Merv get in the way, saying you need to do this or you need to
Yeah.
do that. Or if this
Yeah.
happens, then all this is going to happen. Like you don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely think you need to come up with some online program for people with ADHD so that they can gamify their physical activity, whatever their goals may be.
I reckon most people, mate. That's why I think odds are that one person that I train right now in that group in my community has ADHD because that's just the odds. But oh, and we know one. There's one in Rotorua. But all my guys are really engaged in this training now because I use the same systems with them. Because
Mm.
who doesn't want to just play a video game? Who doesn't want to just, you know what I
Right.
mean?
If my
Like,
physical activity is a video game, I'm in.
yeah. So we've got a lack of dopamine, so we need a little bit more dopamine.
Yeah.
But everyone wants dopamine.
Yeah. It
Like,
feels good for everyone, ADHD or not.
yeah, so
We're
what
all
what actually
chasing it.
feels good? Well, we get a reward from doing something. Okay, well,
Yeah.
if we get a reward from doing something, let's not put the reward of losing 5 kilos 10 weeks down the road. Let's go, all right, well, what's the goal today? Well, I lifted this last week and this is the format we're going to do. We're going to beat it by 5%. Everyone up for it? Okay, let's go. Oh, fuck, that feels good. All of a sudden, 10 weeks gone past and you've lost 5 kilos.
Yeah.
But all you've been focused
Yeah.
on
But
is trying
again,
to
you
beat
like
it. So,
again you are focused on the joy of it, right? The fun of the game, the interest, all of that, and the
yeah, you
goal is
might as
just
well
a
have a good time
byproduct.
doing it. Why
Yeah.
would you like go to the gym and beat yourself up and try and force fat off? Like, fuck, sounds like a shit way of doing it to
I've been
me.
there, done that. Didn't work very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how about we go, do you know what, man? Like, yep, sweet, you want to lose some weight, you want to feel a bit better. Have you ever done a chin up? No. Fuck, should we ever got that? Yeah. 7, 8 weeks later, man, we did it. We got there. Chin ups. Awesome. We've
Oh,
got
maybe
better in
that's my
six
one.
figures.
A chin up. Have you seen the movie G.I. Jane? Relevant side tangent. Demi Moore shaves her head off.
I only watched it because it was Demi Moore, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah,
the
and
movie? As
she was
long
in
as you
her
know the
she was in her
movie.
prime back then.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was in her prime, right? Like 100%. I fucking loved that movie because she like just for women's rights, like she just went out and there was that moment where she's like, suck my dick to like the commander
I
who was
remember
trying to
that.
beat the shit out of her. And I like every time I rewatch it over and over and over again, I'm like, and that's when all her teammates like finally come in. But like I think when you say like do a chin up, like there's one thing I've never been able to do, like never, right? My partner can go in the gym, do that, and I'm just like, ugh, right?
Yeah,
Like
so straight away, like, isn't
something
that a
like
way more
that
fun thing
makes
to
me
do?
think about Demi Moore and me, Demi Moore in the movie, right? Like shaving my head off. That's what it feels like.
And now we're talking about like now you're not dealing with your ADHD problem or your weight loss problem or your
Yeah,
energy problem. You're just
yeah,
playing a game. But you know what? That'll be a
yeah,
fun thing to go try.
Yeah.
And
Like,
if
how do I
that's
get
not the
strong
thing
enough
you,
to do that? How do I work the
yeah,
muscles out enough to do that? Like, what do I need to do to my body to help me get there?
yeah. And so like,
Yeah.
so then there's, so with it, with an experienced coach like myself, then I can work all the layers underneath that. But you just focus on that and let me work out the rest. And I'll just
Mm,
try and make everything else fun. And you notice, like we're 3 weeks in now, and fuck, how good do you feel? It's like, oh man, yeah, like my time on the bike's improving. I was like, yeah,
yeah.
no, how good's that? Like, and all that sort of stuff. So, do you know
Yeah.
what? Actually, I jumped on the scale today. I'm 2 kilos down. Yeah, I know how good. That's awesome. Instead of going, fuck, man, no, I just at the end of this challenge, I'm gonna fucking lose this 5 kilos, and that's when I'm gonna
Yeah.
feel good. And you don't
Nah.
because
And
you've beat
what
yourself up for the last.
you pointed out, and I love this, is how you feel good along the way, right?
Yeah,
You're highlighting the progress, right?
my
And our
practice.
ADHD brains get so focused on the destination. We've got to get to the top of the ladder, the top of the ladder, the top of the ladder. I'm like, hang on, the view from right here is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
man, I
let's
go up
stop and
one
look at
floor at a time,
this.
and then every time I go up another floor, I can
Yeah.
see more, and that's awesome. Instead of
Yeah.
closing my eyes and waiting to get to the top, fuck that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So they
Yeah.
said, "Who you don't have to have ADHD to understand that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's way
Yeah.
more
It
fun way."
benefits everyone, right? When you do it in that way. And that's the way we need to approach schools, right? Instead of just trying to teach the neurotypical kids, if we
Yeah,
approached it in this fun way, in this open, curious way, in this gamified way, holy shit, everyone would benefit.
and that's why I'm so excited about two things that reminded me of, and now we've got going is the guy I was talking about who's going to the World Cup and he's projecting out into all those things. The guy I'm coaching,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
just, hey man, the World Cup's already started, bro. Like we're doing it now.
Yes.
So what are you
Yeah,
gonna
it's
do?
not when you get there.
No, no, it's like it's now. Like
It's now. It
experience it
started.
now.
Yeah.
You're on the journey of that World Cup. Like what you're doing
Mm,
today is part of that story. So stay now in this page of the story. And then with Bodhi, that's what I'm excited about. He's 8 years old. He's just been diagnosed. It's like
mm.
cool. Like he loves being in front of a screen. He loves playing a game. Of course he does. Like, okay, well, how can we teach him the life skills that he needs in a way that's going to hit him better than maybe the way things are set up for him currently, right?
Yeah. That's
Mm.
so awesome. And I think that like doing that for him is going to benefit like you, right? Your entire family, right? Like it's going to, I think it'll help you with ideas for like work, etc., right? Otherwise, to help other people with brains wired differently like this, like that's going to be
But,
so cool.
and I reckon secretly, man. So I just think, man, like we're all kids if we really ask ourselves.
Oh, I
Like we
don't feel
all
like I
like
ever
it.
grew up. I don't know about you. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
feel like I arrived in the adulthood.
yeah. No, no, 100%. Well, apparently our frontal lobes and like get
Yeah,
fully
yeah,
5, 6 years, but
yeah,
either way,
delayed.
like um, you see people light up when you're playing a game. Whether it's
Mm.
be the one that pops into my mind is we had a big Jenga stack at our wedding, and I watched
Oh,
people
fuck.
for 2 hours, just that thing just getting put down and people drinking. Like, why can't we turn our whole life into that? Why does it have to be,
Yeah.
and why does it have to look like work? Why can't it just all look
Oh,
like
that's so good. Why can't we turn our life into that?
Yeah, I think we can. Like we can do, we can do what we want, and that's at the end of the day, we get to write our story,
That's the
and as
best
long
thing
as,
about being this adult is we
yeah,
get to do what we want, right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
as long as you don't hurt anyone,
Yeah.
fun, have
Yeah.
some fun along the way, like
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right. I feel like we could drop it
Probably
there.
release that one as well, eh?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
do it.
What I will probably do though is because some of my listeners freak out when they see how long things are. So I'll do the first one and then I'll be like, hey, there's a part two. We decided to keep rolling afterwards. And then I'll just drop that like
I
as a
think that's
bonus
what
after because otherwise they might freak out.
yeah, because I think now that this is us even being more honest and more authentic, and it might potentially come across better. But I see them
Yeah.
doing the top podcasts doing that. Oh, here's a bonus episode from that same chat
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
rolling, and this is what
Yeah.
happened. But
Yeah.
it's no heaps of fun, mate. This has been really cool.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been awesome. Yeah. And it's great to hear, yeah, how you do things and how your brain works and what works for you. And I love this gamification. Like, honestly, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole this weekend. How can I
Yeah,
gamify
there's
more shit?
I'll send you I'll send you a book of a lady who cured her post-traumatic stress disorder by literally doing that for herself.
Oh, 100%. Send me that. Do you know the
I remember
title of
I
it?
always thought about it. I just can't. I think it's called Super Better.
Okay. Yeah, because I could link it in the show notes too. That's all.
Yeah. But don't go too hard. Like, start with the YouTube summary to get the gist, and then
Okay.
decide whether you're going to buy all her books.
I,
That's something I'm doing better these days. Is go, okay, I would like to buy that book, but why don't we watch the summary first, and
right.
before we
I've
go buy another $30, $40 book? Like,
I have made myself listen to the audiobook first before I buy it because I've got a shit ton of books, right? And like half of them unread or partially read, whatever. And so I'm like, now I've got onto the library because I was paying to listen to audiobooks like an excessive amount. So I've got onto the library where you can get like free books, right?
oh, of course you can. You don't need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about
Yeah,
Audible
you can get
anymore,
free
right?
audiobooks from the library, right? Because I was paying
I don't
heaps.
know,
So
because
then I do that, and then if I'm like obsessed with it after I've listened to it, then I can buy it. That's my
genius.
new
Well,
way of doing it.
that tip there is going to save me $300 a year. I'm going to turn my Audible subscription off, which
Right?
I haven't downloaded a book for 4 months and didn't listen to any of them all the way through, but
Right?
they're on the phone and I'm paying $300 a year for it. Like,
Yeah. And then like I think we get all that dopamine from like buying the book, like,
ah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, buy it, I'm gonna read it. And it's like turns up and you're like, oh, I'll read it later.
That's what happened with this hat. I was just like, I needed to buy something, and I was like, fucking now I've got to like, if I bought it, I got to wear it. Like,
Yeah. Oh dear. All right. Well, thank you again, Matt. It's been, yeah, awesome chatting and we must catch up for, yeah, coffee and stuff soon.
just
That'll be
reach out
good.
anytime, mate. Reach
Yeah,
out
we'll
anytime.
do.
Where
Yeah.
I am.